Hello, Leo singles. This is your reading for August 2017. I'm doing things a little bit differently because I did get a new camera and I don't have it all set up right, but I know I'm already behind in my reading. So please forgive me if it's a little awkward. I haven't used this thing yet, but I'm hoping eventually I'll have it down and you guys will have a better visual of my cards. Okay, so this is general. So it may apply to you, it may resonate, it may not this month. If it did last month and it doesn't this month, I apologize. It's just not your time from messages from me, I guess. If it does, that's excellent. Also check your rising and your moon sign and even your Venus sign if you're looking at love. And please contact me at dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com for a more specific personal reading, and then we can look at your situation and see exactly what is going on for you. So I am doing a singles reading, and of course, this is for the entire month of August, so we'll see if anybody is coming in, or if you're talking to anybody, this is a great reading to watch. If you're kind of just in between worlds, a good reading to watch as well. Okay, so I have pulled some of the cards already, just so that I could get a good visual on it, and then I have pulled your cards for the energies that surround your love life the month for August. So we have just breathe. So stay calm and just breathe no matter what happens. Stay connected to your inner spirit guides and to your higher self. Meditate, run, do yoga, whatever you do, just don't get lost in the fear of the ego, okay? Know that you are loved and that you are connected. So you don't have to worry about anything. Believe and succeed. So if you are having a difficult time, just make sure you're keeping your thoughts elevated so that you can manifest what you want. You can believe and succeed this month, okay, Leos? Excuse me. Detach. You might have to let something go from the past. This is the Tower card. You might be hanging on to certain energies that don't serve you anymore. Make sure that you get rid of those so that you can have good things coming in, okay? And then master your heart. I think this goes great with detach. If you're still clinging on to old lovers or old ideas you have about a relationship that don't serve you anymore, maybe it's time to master your heart and kind of let those things go. All right. Okay, so I have already pulled your cards, and then I'll, of course, do the traditional tarot as well. But for your overall energy right now for August 2017, Leos, you have to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. How you feel about this person that is around that you may like, even though you're not in a relationship with them, you feel like you will meet your soulmate this month, or you have met your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. How they feel about you, though, they feel like they need to free themselves from you right now. So they're trying to take control back of their life. Obstacles that are affecting the relationship are children. So you may have children. They may have children. You guys may have children together and you're just separated at this moment. But that is an obstacle right now. Or maybe one of you wants children and the other one doesn't. That can also be an obstacle in a relationship. How you can overcome these obstacles is you have very soon. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So decisions have to be made soon. We can't kind of stay in that in-between worlds. We have to make a choice. And then, of course, the outcome for August 2017 is flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy out to others. So no matter what happens, with love, whether, you end up kind of getting back with your soulmate or not, if that is the case, you need to make sure that you are staying lighthearted. Okay, so I've already shuffled and cut these, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers right now. I'll go over all of these too. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Leos. Okay. I'll go I'll put these down and I'll go through them all with you in just a second. All right. Which I think you can kind of see them a little bit. Okay. It looks like you guys are definitely in a relationship that might be going through separation, or you're separated from a marriage at the moment. Okay. Oh, that's a good sign, the sun. That's beautiful. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So right now, staying optimistic. It looks like with the Three of Swords, you have some heartbreak. You know, this doesn't always have to do with cheating either. This can just be, you know, old-fashioned heartbreak, just having pain. And that's why it's saying to stay optimistic. Yes, you're having heartbreak, but stay optimistic. You know, you may have your guard up. This could be you kind of giving off these energies of the Queen of Swords, kind of keeping your heart chakra blocked. Or it could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But there is definitely not anything great happening with this person right now. And you are just waiting. You know, you're waiting for something better to come in. Now the Three of Wands talks about waiting for our ships to come in. That's exactly what he's doing. He's watching the ships coming in, and they will come in. Just may not be exactly when he wants them to. How you feel about your partner. Well, you felt like, you know, I feel like, you know, this is to do with somebody you've recently broken up with, singles. But I feel like you're wanting, you know, you feel like this person is your soulmate. And you're wanting to start something new with them with that Ace of Pentacles. You're wanting a brand new beginning. To start something over. But, you know, here you are, the Queen of Wands, connected to this energy of the Five of Pentacles. Either you left this person out in the cold, or they've left you out in the cold. But you're sad and you're lonely, and of course you're going to feel that way if you wanted to start something with them or continue something with them, and you felt like they are your soulmate, or, you know, they probably are your soulmate if you feel that way. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean, you know, that we'll be with them forever. Sometimes it does, but how they feel about you right now, they're disconnecting from you. We have free yourself. You know, they're connected to maybe a Capricorn, or they have addictions or unhealthy things going on in their life right now. It can be excess of any kind. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever. You know, it's just anything done in excess is unhealthy for us, right? So I feel like this person is attached to this, or maybe they feel like you're attached to some kind of negative patterns. But I definitely feel like there was a marriage here at one point, or at least you guys were living together with the Four of Wands here. And they're freeing themselves from that, and they're not opening up to you emotionally. They have their you know, they're keeping their emotions tightly to their chest. They're not letting those out. They're not really communicating. Obstacles right now is children. So, you know, it even could be, Leo, that, you know, you're wanting to be single and you're in a marriage that you're not happy, and that's unhealthy, that's toxic. And you're wanting to get out of that, but maybe somebody is hanging on to you. And one of the reasons that you're kind of staying in this unhealthy situation is because you do have children and you feel like that is the right thing to do. You know, we have communication surrounding these children. You know, maybe this is what's keeping you guys connected, these, you know, these children. But you definitely have a marriage here with the Hierophant, and I feel like a divorce impending, or some kind of legal court stuff with justice here. Could be definitely that you're dealing with a Libra again. Very soon. So you guys need to figure out what you want. You know, if you have other options, you know, I think you need to decide to go after something else, because this family, this Ten of Cups and this Ten of Wands together, I mean, it's like so burdensome. It's really hard to bear right now. And it looks like you don't want to go because you have kids involved, but you're completely heartbroken and you're not happy and you're waiting for something better to come in. And this person is making you feel left out in the cold, you know, and you know, maybe you're hanging on to an ex still, And the reason why you're doing so is because you have children and you probably still love this person, but this love is causing heavy, heavy burdens that you need to put down because you have other options. You know, you don't have to be in a situation that doesn't really serve you or that partner. It's not good for either one of you. It's probably time to detach. Get a hold on your emotions and your heart and detach. All right, so we have flirt for your outcome. And I love that we have it with the sun and, you know, the Four of Swords. Sorry. And then, of course, we have the Magician because you guys are going to be all powerful. So you have happiness and healing coming your way. I do feel like you will detach yourself from this person or this situation or let it go because this is you taking a break and healing and relaxing. And, you know, you moved from this Three of Swords energy and kind of keeping yourself on guard to now being able to kind of flirt a little bit. And, you know, you're resting on one of your swords. You've hung the other ones up. You're not fighting and you're not hurting anymore. And then you have the sun. So I feel like you guys are going to be walking into happiness. With the sun card, I mean, that's one of the most warmest, happiest things in the deck, cards in the deck. So if you are having, you know, a difficult time right now, it is not going to be permanent. Of course, hopefully things start to clear up, you know, sooner than later. And you have all the tools that you need to be successful. Okay, Leo, you have the Magician here. You know, you can do anything. You can make anything happen. You really can. Okay, Leo, that was your reading for August 2017. I hope it resonated. If not, check back with me later and check your rising and your moon. And of course, email me at dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com for a personal reading, and it will be specific for you. Much love to you guys. Bye.